My name is Bob Jacobson. And the purpose of this video is to explain my invention, which is a collapsible pouch wine preserver. Let's start with the three basic parts. The first is a collapsible pouch, which I am pointing to here, and that collapsible pouch contains what's called a tap and gland. This is a valve which will allow wine to exit but won't allow anything to come back in. The second part is a twist open, twist close cap which screws onto the fitment of the pouch, and the top part of this cap can be opened or closed. When it's open, air can pass into and out of the pouch. When we lock it, we have an airtight seal, and whatever is in the pouch stays there. It's in a closed chamber. Air cannot enter, air cannot leave. The third component is a check valve which sits right on top of the twist open cap. It's called the duckbill valve check valve. Alright, now how does it work? Let's start from the beginning with the three components. The first thing we do is we add wine to the pouch. It's going to take a few seconds, so be patient. We've got a nice large opening on top, 38mm opening, so that a wine bottle can fit in there easily. Okay, that's about right. Now we've got the wine that we want in the pouch. We screw the twist open cap onto the pouch and keep the top of the cap in the lock position. Now if we turn this pouch on the side, you can see that there's a large amount of air inside. Large air pocket. Our purpose is to get rid of that air, and here's how we do it. We open the twist open cap. Now air can enter or leave the pouch, and we place the check valve on top of the pouch, making sure that the top of the twist open cap is open. And now we squeeze from the bottom slowly until we get a small amount of wine exiting the check valve. The check valve prevents air from re-entering the pouch. Now we twist the the cap closed, and now when we turn it on its side, we can see that there is no air in the pouch. The wine is in an air-free and airtight container. When we want to drink, we hold the pouch over the wine glass, let the wine come out. When we have what we want, we stop. No air re-enters the pouch. The pouch still remains airtight and air-free. There's no air inside the pouch. We continue to do that until the pouch is empty, and then we can open the cap and rinse it and start all over again. There are a few things that are not perfect here. Let me explain them. One, the size of the pouch. Incidentally, you can now remove the check valve. You don't need it until the next time that you fill it. Here's one thing that's wrong. The pouch is too large. This is a 1.5 liter pouch. We need something about 900 milliliters. Most wine bottles are 750 milliliters. We want something a little bit larger than that, but less than 1.5 liters. This is too big. The second problem is that the spout at the top, where the air is pushed out, is pointing straight up. We don't want that, because you may have noticed when I pushed, the wine came out the top, and it created a bit of a mess. The way to avoid that is we would keep the top sealed and put the fitment on the side. It's not usually the way it's done, but it's just as easy to put it on the side as it is on the top.
You don't see it.
Sorry. There's the fitment. It would fit on the side here. And then when we squeezed, we would squeeze wine off to the side and into a wine glass. So it'd be a nice, neat operation. The third problem is the transparency. This is translucent. You can see the air bubble in there if you're in a well-lit room and you look closely. But this thing should be transparent, and the way to do that is we need a different film. The film is already out there in the market, and that type of film can be used so that you can see the air bubble. It's important to see the air bubble because it's important to know when you've squeezed all the air out. Then there is no air bubble. The third problem is the shape. This thing looks like a bag. It should be shaped like a wine bottle. Here's an example of one that's on the market that already is. If we put the tap and gland at the bottom, put this fitment on the side, this would look like a wine bottle. The fourth problem is this. We need a little
Washer.
Or to put in here so that when we screw the when we screw the cap onto the fitment, we will get an airtight seal in there without having to close the thing too firmly. If we close it firmly, we don't really need that. But this is something that should be added to the arrangement. That's about it. Thank you.